I mean, in any cases of sexual harassment, right? You know, like typically the voice of a woman is considered as like it's considered more significant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Yeah.
people their voice matters, but not the other side.
Like, if you want to talk about cancel culture, which is, I think, a huge problem in America,
Yeah,
right?
that's a problem in Korea too, bro. I told you, right? But
That's
anyway,
true. Yeah, I heard about it. But I mean, I think it's everywhere. And honestly, it's not. It's actually not even like when you think about it. It's actually not even like a new phenomenon. It's always kind of been there.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
People love. There's a term called Schadenfreude, right?
mm,
And what it means is like people they love to see like celebrities like take a fall. You know what I
yeah,
mean? They
yeah,
love
yeah,
people getting ripped down.
yeah.
This happened. I remember back in the day, this happened to
And
like Britney Spears.
people are so excited about it, man.
Yeah, yeah. To them, well, because to them it's entertainment, right? I mean,
Yeah.
look, like you and I, we were talking about Puff Daddy, like all last week or whatever. I mean,
We don't give a shit about him though.
well, Puff Daddy, nobody gives a about him. Him. He's getting everything he deserves, yo. After all the shit that came out, and this, and like I said, all the stuff I suspected for years. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And,
yeah,
and on top of it, he's responsible. He might be responsible for getting Tupac killed. I mean, that's just like he's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
he's just getting what's coming to him, and he's on the run right now,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
even
yeah.
more crazy.
That's fucking stupid, but
Yeah,
anyway.
but I like look like we were talking about mentioning Johnny Depp real quick, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? This is a guy who got with a crazy ass chick. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Amber Heard, and like, look, Johnny. I mean, look. Granted, Johnny Depp is probably
She
I like
pooped.
Johnny Depp.
She pooped on his pillow. She pooped. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Amber, she literally pooped. But that wasn't a dog poop. That was her poop.
Um, my initial response to that was, I mean, I laughed. There- It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh.
But anyway,
Hmm.
so what?
Yeah, nasty,
Yeah, it's nasty
nasty
shit.
mother.
Yeah,
Um, they're like, and, I mean, in a way, it is kind of funny because the way she like explained it, she was like, "It's just a joke." Like, but it's like, what the fuck? That's like super disgusting, yo. Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
like, and I don't know. I mean, that obviously she's got to be really good at bed, though, right? I mean, if she's that crazy,
She
I'm just
she went
she
out with
has to be.
Elon Musk used to date her, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and who else? She must be. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
yeah,
I don't really keep too much, but that Johnny Depp trial was so huge,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember watching that shit go down, and
Yo,
I was watching it like on TV and shit, basically, like on the
my
internet.
my wife was like so hooked into it. Like every time like
Mm.
that happens, she's like, I gotta watch that. Thursday, whatever. Whatever. Yeah,
Dude, you know how many chicks love Johnny Depp, you know, and
yeah,
it's crazy because I mean, look, I'll be honest, like Johnny Depp is a great. I love him as an actor. I think he's super talented. I love watching his movies, everything from Edward Scissorhands to Donnie Brasco, street classic right there,
yeah,
you know. And I mean, I don't really care about the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff that much, but he's done a lot of good work. You know what I mean? And he, I mean, now he's kind of like old. Maybe he's starting to get a little disgusting, a little gross. Have you seen that picture of him with his teeth? Yo, that shit looks crazy. You know what I
I,
mean?
my, haven't
His
seen it.
his teeth are like mad, like rotting and shit, yo. Like,
For
cause
real? I mean, he's
yeah,
not that
dude.
old. I mean, it's crazy. Right?
I think it's just because he's drunk all the time and he doesn't give a fuck, and he like does like drugs and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably why. Yeah.
But besides the point I'm making. Okay, like, look, polarizing guy maybe. I think he's super talented, but you get with like a crazy ass chick, and it's one of those things where this is somebody he's dating somebody that's in the same field as he is, who's not as accomplished, right?
Yeah.
Like the type of movies Amber Heard is in are trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Johnny Depp, he's made bangers. You know what I mean?
I mean, she stars in Pineapple Express, right?
I remember that. That was like when she was mad young too.
Yeah, she was like teenager or some shit.
Yeah, but like, but anyways, what I'm getting to is like the problem with like cancel culture is like Amber Heard, who is obviously abusive, crazy, bitch, right? Decides that, well, I could say whatever I want about Johnny Depp and everybody's going to believe me because I'm a hot chick. You know what I mean? There's always going to be motherfuckers who want to save, come play Captain Save-A-Ho. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, try to, try to sweep her off her feet and save her from the big bad monster, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp got his finger cut off, damn near, from this chick fucking with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here and the thing is, she had so many people convinced that Johnny Depp was abusive, that he's no good, that he's this crazy motherfucker. What I mean, maybe he is crazy, right? He's like drunk all the time or whatever. But I don't think there was any evidence of him like fucking putting his hands on her in an abusive way, like beating her or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole fucked up thing about society. You know what I mean? Not just America, but just the society, because it happens in Korea too, right?
I mean, in any cases of sexual harassment, right? Like typically the voice of woman is considered as like it's considered more significant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like people their voice matters, but not the other side. That's a problem right there, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm so glad that Johnny Depp got out of it.
I'm glad he got to a chance to clear his name, because initially, like when that first all started happening, he didn't even have a chance to really like defend himself in the public in the court of public opinion. You know what I mean? He got like all this shit taken away from him. Pirates of the Caribbean got taken away from him. You know what I mean? And that's like a huge cash cow right there, right? Mm-hmm. They make millions, billions, or whatever, and he was like the main dude,
Yeah.
And all because Amber Heard, went off her meds a little bit or whatever is going on with that crazy nut psycho. Johnny Depp got his name dragged through the mud, and and here's the thing: if it had happened to anybody else, they would have been dead. They would have been done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only reason Johnny Depp was able to clear his name is because he's Johnny Depp, bro. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know what I mean? He's got the money. He's got the fame. He's got definitely a shit ton of women that want to fucking, be the next Miss Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah.
So there, and even motherfuckers like me who like I'm a fan of his work. You know what I mean? So I was because like when I remember when all that shit went down, I was like, yo, I bet you she's crazy.
Yeah, same here, bro.
You know what I mean?
Same here.
Yeah.
Deep inside, I know, like, I know he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
Because I always thought, because I always knew, like, Amber Heard, she's crazy.
Oh, I mean, okay, it's like you said, if she's fucking taking a shit in the bed, dude, I mean, that's insane to me. All right? That's insane. I couldn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yo, if any chick I was with ever did that, it's over. The minute I get a whiff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The minute something starts stinking, that shit's it's dead.
What like why so many guys are so obsessed with Amber Heard? I mean, she must have some sort of like skills or whatever. Because like
That's what I'm saying.
so
Yeah,
many-
she
so
probably,
many
dude,
guys
she's
with big
probably crazy
names,
in bed.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what that is. But like we could guess.
Hey man, I'm just saying, crazy chicks,
Yeah.
they got the best. You know what I'm saying? Like they do it. You know, they get crazy in bed.
You don't have to say it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just what it is. Like, you know, and look, you know, that's kind of like a double-edged sword right there, right? You know, you get somebody that's going to be super, you know, willing to please you and all this other shit, but then outside of bed, she crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, that's a catch-22 right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, the stuff that happened with Johnny Depp, that was like, he had a good ending to all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that don't get that chance. There's a lot of motherfuckers that get wrapped up in cancel culture that end up having a super dark ending. And
Yo, it's so sad to see those when those shit happens, yo. When they just end up committing suicide and shit, killing themselves.
yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
And you know, the up part is like I remember when we were talking about, you know, some of this stuff, and you were like, you know, when somebody kills themselves, they're dead meat, and then after that, all the hyenas come around, all the fucking vultures come around to get a piece of that carcass, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the type of shit that really kind of fucking. I've been pissed off about that for like the last, you know, couple of days, to be honest. Right? Yeah, and I got fucking, you know, I got a little up last night. I got a little drunk or whatever because I was just like, I needed to blow off some steam. You know, it's sad to see motherfuckers, you know, taking matters into their own hands when they feel like they've been backed into a corner.
Yeah.
You know, and feeling like they ain't got no options left, and everybody thinks that now, like, you know, it's almost like everybody like thinks like you're a villain now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, to me, it's a f***ed up game people play. You know what I mean? And you're playing, and a lot of times you're playing with fire, and people. But it's like, even if you were the one playing with fire, you know, you play with fire, you get burned. But a lot of these motherfucking, you know, people, mostly women, they ain't getting burned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.